Hello everybody and welcome to a new series. Not actually a new series, it's an old one, but it's following up DLC for Dishonored 2. This DLC is the Death of the Outsider. I believe this is the only DLC actually. So we're gonna follow up with our Dishonored 2 series with this one. Yeah, heard it's got good reviews and I enjoyed watching it, watching gameplay. So I'm gonna give my 2 cents and my fumbling around, or my stealthy fumbling around, and we'll see how I do. All right, let's get going here. Let's do a quick look at the options. I don't think there's anything I need to know about key mapping. Oh yeah. Don't need no vibration. I'm not playing with a controller. I'm not worried about any of this stuff. It's the gamepad. Stealth mode is C. Yep. Jump, space. Left sprint. Lean is Alt. Left Alt. Okay, gotta remember that. Q and E are lean left, lean right. Stealth weapons. Use sheath weapon is F. Remember that. Sword is 1. Mouse 1. It's pretty much the same thing as the original, as well as Dishonored 2. So I'll figure it out once I'm in game. And mouse and keypad. Mouse sensitivity is fine. I think that was my Sprint mode is toggle. That's fine. Lean mode is toggle. That's fine. Apply settings. I didn't make any settings. Let's take a look at my visuals here. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Brightness is low. I set it as low as I can, which I think I will reset when I'm in game, because my old eyes are not the same as those you young eyes out there. So I want to make sure I can see. And of course my field of view will be adjusted as I go, because I haven't it's, you know, it's a hit and miss, on and off. When I play first person shooters, haven't played it at length, so I might end up having throw up issues or tossing cookies issues. Anyhow, that's another story. Okay, these are all set to high because my video card should be able to handle it. In my advanced setting, these are fine. Back here, audio, headphones, no, master volume is high. Music volume, I'm gonna drop music down to 70. SX, I went down to 70 as well. And then I'm gonna set speech volume to 80. Okay, what's the difference between video volume and master volume? I don't understand. Okay, main dialogue, all dialogue. Okay, I just want main dialogue. And there we go. Yes. Gameplay. Autosave in journal, yes. Kill cam, normal. And it's normal, it's fine. Head bob. What the heck is a head bob? Okay, I'm gonna leave it at 50 right now, and we'll go from there. There's the HUD here too. So, tutorial notifications. Yeah, I guess we'll do that too. Crosshair style normal. Simple. Okay, we may have to do this in game. Crosshair opacity 100%. Now let's drop it down to 75. Display health bar, blah blah blah. Interactions, notifications, yes. There we go. I think we have it. My wife just came into the office. She is opening up all the windows because it's super hot here, or at least it's cooling down in the month of July here. Oh, today anyways. And it's oh, you know what? I forgot to look at that real quick. all of these are on. What is this? Okay. Sorry for all the clicking noises. And of course there's fan noises too, because I have the fans going to help keep the office cool. Because it's July 2022 and it is super hot right now. It's summertime here in SoCal. Alright. Let's go to the campaign. Message of the day. If you are logged in with your... I'm not logged in with Bethesda.net. I don't even know if that is necessary. You will be granted access to the following bonus items. Black and white mode. Okay, I didn't do any of that. Alright, campaign. New game. New game. Here we go. Campaign slot 1, 2, and 3. There's only 3 slots. Tailored for players familiar with first-person action. Enjoy the scenery, narratives, exploring at a leisurely pace. Enemies have limited perception, inflict less damage, and will give up the chase sooner. Elixirs have increased restorative value, and your health regenerates. Health regenerates faster. Now, this is what I played in easy mode on Dishonored and Dishonored 2. I stink at it still. But I'm gonna try medium. If it doesn't work, I'll go back down to easy mode because, like I said, I stink. Okay. Hopefully, it will allow me to go back. If not, we will figure that out.
My name is Billy Lurk, though there aren't many people who remember. For years, I stayed hidden, captain of a ship called the Dreadful Whale. I was a smuggler, fence, and maybe traitor, depending on who you ask. Our names are always overshadowed by the words whispered after them. If you hide from the world long enough, eventually nobody remembers you. Then you're alone, living with your choices. But I could never forget the man who pulled me up from nothing. Dowd, the Knife of Dunwall. A name called out by the desperate or the dying. The assassin who ended one empress and saved another. Shame burns inside you for a long time. When I betrayed Dowd, he let me live. I left Dunwall and my own name behind. For years, I wondered if I was worth forgiving. For years, I laughed at myself for even wanting a killer's forgiveness. Sometimes mercy cuts deeper than any knife. Now I know that forgiving is something you do for yourself as much as for the people who hurt you. I know Dowd is in Karnaca, and I'm going to find him. Every night for weeks, the same terrifying dream. A street fight, my arm dead and lying in the gutter, my eye gouged out by a Grand Guard sword. But when I wake up, they still hurt for hours. Gives me the creeps. This always brought me a little comfort. You stole this for me, didn't you, Deirdre? Now it's all I have left of you. Another relic from the old days. Still holds an edge, at least. That boxing club in the Albarca Baths is my last lead. Dowd has to be there.
Alright, here we are. It seems like we are playing Billy, if you recall from Dishonored 2. But although, it's interesting, when we played as Dowd, the Knife of Dunwall, I think in my gameplay, my choice, I can't remember if I killed her or not. So this is kind of a break, a disconnect. However, I mean, this is the assumption that the path that she survived, therefore now I am playing as this Billy, or this character. Alright, contracts. At any time, You can review your list of contracts from your journal. Press J to open the journal and go to contracts. You can activate the markers on target, and some additional hints are provided in the description. If you succeed a contract, you'll be rewarded with a good amount of coin and sometimes by a bone charm. Alright. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can play the Sarkonan guitar? Oh, I thought I could pick it up and play I thought I could pick it up and play it. I was going, what? A whiskey tumbler. Okay, see, I'm trying to... I can inspect.
Is this what you would have looked like, my sweet Deirdre? I would have died soon after you, if it hadn't been for Dowd.
This is the Empress Emily Caldwin moves to heal fractured empire. Renovation projects in the Tower districts are finally underway as the last funeral rites were performed for High Overseer Yol Kolan and the Brothers of Faith who died in an attempt to retake Dunwall Tower from the now deposed usurper Delilah Copperspoon. The Abbey of the Everyman has spent the last several months consecrating and interring the remains of the fallen while also removing dangerous and heretical objects from the Imperial Palace. With representatives from the Isle beside her, Empress Emily Caldwin issued a statement yesterday morning, urging unity in the wake of this great tragedy. The Empire's strength is in its diversity of thought and action. Working together, there is nothing we can't accomplish. We are pleased to reassert our partnership with the sovereign nations of Morley, Sarkonos, and Tivia for our mutual peace and prosperity. Following these proceedings, several imperial proclamations have been issued with the aim to restore trading networks and communication across the Isles. Several large-scale public networks have been announced, with architectural firms in Sarkonos and Morley already competing for the commissions.
So, Her Imperial Highness is back on the throne. If she knew what I was doing now, she'd probably try me for treason.
And this is Sokolov establishes studio in Tivia. Renowned natural philosopher and painter Anton Sokolov returned to Tivia this week after years of retirement in Karnaka. Sokolov, whose inventions and technological marvels are famed throughout the Isles, was greeted with the fanfare and panoply? How do you pronounce that? Panoply due a national hero. A parade in his honor culminated in a festival on Mastrov Square in Dabokva, where Sokolov gave a brief speech announcing the establishment of his studio. When asked about his future plans, the inventor responded, "I've already done enough for several lifetimes." The inventor was overwhelmed by the infernal noise of the parade and left the celebration early. He gave no indication whether or not his studio will accept apprentices.
Good to see the old man made it up north. I was lucky to know him. I wonder what poor soul is dealing with him now.
Yep. Okay, I guess we're still on her boat. On Billy's boat after Emily sailed off to retake her castle, the Tower of Dunwall. There are the contracts. So let's take a look at this. Burn the White Hound. Burn the White Hound. Here's the contract. This is rewards 450 coins. You will receive your stipend at the end of the mission. An eyeless dog has stole my poor Milky. He's white as whalebone, but riddled with disease. It breaks my old heart to ask this of you, but if you find my Milky, please put him out of his misery and burn his remains. Save him from those curse eyeless, and save Karnaca from another plague. Okay, this is the industrial espionage. Those thugs at the Albarca make potions and bone charms upstairs. Their liquor is vile, but it sells for good coin, and we're losing punters to them by the day. Bring us a liquor recipe before our brewery goes out of business, and make sure to destroy their stock while you're at it. Okay, there's show tutorial and then show marker. What the heck is a show marker? Oh, actually you can view the markers for the quest. Alright. There's some lore here and maps. Sokolov. We already read that. Same with this one. Renovations. And there's a travel log. And that
Burglary,
can be found
spying,
right there.
Picking pockets. Dowd taught me more than just killing. It can keep me afloat. For now.
So we got both contracts. Let's take a look at the travel log. One last fight. I wouldn't have blamed Emily for killing me then and there. Bring down an empress and everything gets thrown into chaos. A lot of people got hurt, but it was worse than that, wasn't it? I helped kill her mother. That's 2 times I was spared, but at least I got to put it right. Is this how Dowd feels? My dreams are getting worse too, stronger. Sometimes I stare at my right arm like it shouldn't be there, and my head hurts like I'm blinded by blood. And I started to write it all down just to keep a handle on it. 2 weeks until I'm back in Karnaca, the longest 2 weeks of my life. If I even make it, the engine is rattling bad. My old self again. It felt good to say the name, even better to hear it. And now it's on every corner of Karnaca. Wanted, Billy Lurk. There you go, Billy Lurk is the character's name. I've been sending out messages to my contacts in the city, following up on sightings and rumors, but nothing yet. I even listen to the rats. Sometimes they know things others don't, and their voices remind me so much of Deidre. I found the old man's wanted posters in a trunk. Now I'm looking for Dowd just like all of Dunwall was years ago. Hope I have more luck than he did. A long shot. One last lead. An underground boxing club of all places. Dowd could be fighting there. Maybe another dead end. But I have to be sure. I tried to pump out the engine room, but no use. My ship's dead in the water. Megan Foster would have been furious, but I'm not. I've got one thing. I've got other things to care about now. All right. And that was the log. Okay, so I can do that. Okay, I think I've gotten oh, what's that? Okay, these are all the stuff that I can pick up and interact with. But I think I've gotten everything that I can here. So let's move forward. Don't want to spend too long on the boat because I got to get to at least a mission. It hurts to write. Deidre in my dreams. Oh man, I'm going to spend this entire episode reading lore here. Last night I fell asleep holding the charm Deidre gave me. I remember her picking some rich man's pocket for some coin or a watch, and instead she pulled out this thing, dead and humming. She bundled it up in a braid She bundled it up in a braid of her own hair and gave it to me for luck. But it wasn't luck that made the rats start talking. It was only after Deidre lay dying that it started whispering her sweet voice to me. I dreamed her in patches, red hair peeping out of her baker boy hat, those sharp eyes. The quickest hands in Dunwall. We used to lie together, and the feeling of her fingertips across my skin would be the only thing in the world to me. I closed my eyes and nothing else would matter, but in the dream, she looked at me like she'd been alone so long she couldn't even recognize me. I reached out and my arms were gone, and I could barely see her through the blood and pain so far away, and me half missing. It was an older wound that hurt this time. When I woke up, I was alone again. I don't know what I expected. I've been alone in this ship for weeks. Nobody but me, and the rats that chewed up the wires in the engine room and then tell me with a laugh. It hurts to write. I tried to have a dreamless night by drinking some of the foul liquor Anton left behind, but the dream came anyway, and now my head hurts like I've bashed it against a wall. The sea's choppy this morning too. Just my luck. I've been in some nasty spots in the past, but I never had to pinch my own face shut or watch my hand twitch in the street. So why do I keep dreaming it? Every time it feels more like a memory than anything else, and it's getting worse. I'll have the dream. Then the fingers on my right hand are stiff for hours in the morning, and I can barely tie a knot, and my right eye will go blind without warning. I don't know what to do. If I tell anyone about it, they'll just think I'm drinking Anton's liquor every night. I'm throwing the rest of that bottle out. Yeah, I think Anton had some pretty nasty booze. Alright, let's take a look at this here. These are the strongest they've ever been. Feels like I'm really dying each time. I'll be in... Okay, this is Terrible Dreams. I didn't even read the title. These are the strongest they've ever been. Feels like I'm really dying each time. I'll be in some alley in Karnaca, and my sleeves of my coat soaked to the shoulder in blood. Half-blind, face split open like a river crust. Thieves waiting to check my head for gold teeth and grab a better pair of boots, or the Grand Guards, swords bloody, laughing as I die. It's a little different every time, but not by much. When I wake up, I look in the glass just to make sure my eye is where it was the night before. And who is... Oh my god, I can't even read. And who in the aisle has to check to make sure their own darn arm doesn't... I can't even read. Let's start over that paragraph. When I wake up, I look in the glass just to make sure my eye is where it was the night before. And who in the aisles has to check to make sure their own darn arm hasn't been hacked off in the night? Ridiculous. I'm running low on tobacco. With how much I've been packed my pipe the nights when I can't sleep. Don't know what I'll do when it's gone. Alright. Okay, one last lore hit here. The dream again. I was the Grand Guard. I know it this time. A fight I couldn't handle. A misstep, a mistake. An eye cut open and a sword arm lying in the street. Me, not even half myself, staggering through Karnaca trying to tie off a tourniquet with my teeth, pulling with all my strength as I feel each heartbeat shudder a little slower, a little weaker. When I woke up, my right arm was numb right up to the elbow, and my right eye stung as bad as the time Anton tried to cook hot pepper on the griddle in the alley, in the galley. It's like my mind playing tricks on me. It takes me a while every morning to know what's real. All right. have? I guess we're on her boat. The something whale. So here we are, very similar to Dishonored 2. Here's the map.
I've been searching for months. I know you're here, Dowd. Somewhere.
Somewhere. These are adverts. Let's inspect them.
That club is run by a gang that call themselves the Eyeless. They claim to fight using black magic. If that's true, then Dowd might be involved.
Yep. Let's read this. 2 raids by the Grand Guard occurred last night, resulting in few arrests as investigations continue into the activities of the gang known as the Eyeless. Both raids were conducted on derelict warehouses in the Campo Seta dockyards. Several shipments of whalebone was found at both scenes, along with many carved talismans familiar on sailing ships. These trinkets marked with strange insignias were collected along with various unidentified powders, noxious plants, and vials of unknown liquid. Though these items add credence to the rumor of black magic being practiced by the Eyeless, the Grand Guard has not called for the Overseer's support. Roving Vice Overseer Cardoza of the Abbey of the Everyman, when reached for comment, stressed the spiritual dangers of carved bone charms and if found, to bring them directly to your nearest Overseer outpost for inspection and disposal. He gave no further remark on the Grand Guard's ongoing investigations. Notes about Albarca Baths. Went to see old Mage again. Traded some old whalebone and a bit of hair, not mine, for information. She's making charms for the Eyeless now. Good clients, pay regular. Left before Mage tried to pick my pocket. Some witches from the Royal Conservatory joined the Eyeless. Powerless now. None from the Brigmore days, who would remember me at least. No reason to think they'll look twice if I go in like anyone else. Are these people just messing around, or is there something I'm not seeing? Think I lost my pocket knife. Madge? Curse that old woman. Can't know if Dowd's at the Albarca Bath until I check it out for myself. Last lead I got. Alright. If you're hearing some keyboard clapping in the background and chairs pushing around, it's my son. He's getting ready to go to some birthday party of a friend of his from high school. So he's making more noise than usual. And here's the wanted poster of Dowd for the reprehensible murder of beloved Empress Jessamine Colwyn.
Everyone in Dunwall was afraid of him then, but not me.
Okay, let's see what it says here. Reward of 30,000 coins for the capture or death. The offenses of this man and his gang of lackeys known as the Whalers are high crimes under the imperial law. This assassin wields deadly arcane weapons and endangers all of our citizens. Report all suspicions to the City Watch. Reward to be paid by reigning Empress Emily Colwyn. Reply from Isabel. Megan, you must be pretty desperate if you're writing to me about this. Yeah, I saw him. He set up meeting to buy some of those funny explosives that fell off the back of the carriage a few months ago. I waited for him, but he never showed up. Sorry, I can't be any more help. I haven't seen or heard from him since. Put me in a real bind. Isabel. Also, hey, you were kind not to mention it, but I didn't forget I still owe you that case of fig wine after what happened last time. Give me 2 months, I swear I'll get it to you.
Karnaca is full of secrets. If I have any clues about where Dowd is, it's because he let me find them.
Reply from Kitterick. Dearest Megan, What an intriguing message. Who's this then? An old lover? Forgive me, but he doesn't really seem your type. But if you must, I heard a rumor a few months ago from some gentleman that a man looking like that had been spied with those bizarre eyelids. I filed that piece of gossip away just in case it was important. Lucky you. When are you coming back then? When are you coming back here? Make it soon. We miss you. We have some of that tobacco you like stored away just in case you visit. Loving you always, Evie Kitterick. And the last reply from T. Billy or Megan or whatever you go by these days. I don't know anymore. It was easy to pretend we didn't know each other when you were Megan. We agreed to respect both our new lives and not dredge up bad memories. So what are you doing? Yeah, I saw him 2 years ago here in Karnaca. He even asked after you. I said I hadn't seen you since that night in the flooded district. I'm sure you know why I lied. He never stopped killing, you know. He's got the same old grudges. I just hope you're not one of them. Wow, that is a lot of reading. Mark of the Outsider. Oh, we got the Outsider involved. Well, it has to be because this is the Death of the Outsider DLC.
Dowd's had the mark of the Outsider in his hand for as long as I've known him. I've gone through every gang-infested slum asking after this, and no one would tell me a thing.
No one. All right. All right, Megan, Billy, or whatever it is you're called. We got to get to the carriage. And we just spent 30 minutes going through. So we are on her boat.
This station hasn't been used for years. Hiding the dreadful whale wasn't easy, but it's safe so far.
Yeah, the dreadful whale. We were on her boat, the dreadful whale, as Emily. So let's do a quick run and take a look at her boat. I'm pretty sure it's pretty much the same boat we had before. And there is where we need to go, right there. The carriage station. J. Where is the J? Lures and maps. Oh my goodness, we picked up a bunch of stuff. Autographs, lore, maps. We got nothing. No maps. I don't want to go in there because if I remember right, the eels were evil. Okay, so how do I get to that other? Okay, this is how you get to my first destination. 12. That's where I need to go. I see a
What can you tell me today, my little gutter friends?
rat whispers. Press F to hear the thought of the rats. These little creatures whisper to one another, exchanging information about what is going on in the streets and the basements from their point of view. Their mutterings are often cryptic, but sometimes they can give you useful clues.
The friend listens. The friend hears us. One of us, but an ugly and big, still friend.
All right, ratties. As long as you're not attacking me, you're okay. Anything else?
She fed us and we taught us, tossed us grains and crumbs. Loud voices came, metal flashed, more blood and floods on the floor. Our first feast, we let her up.
Anything else, you little buggers?
Salt drips in, shimmer, burns us, fire from inside, scent of heat and death, dangerous food. Fleas in places more comes, flea low places, drip, 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 fills up street, makes us climb up to new danger.
All right, Mr. Raddies. Oh! Right click. Don't do that. Can I get it back? Well, I dinged it. Okay. Is there anything here? Oh my gosh, it's dark in the darkness. I gotta make sure I can see this, because if I can't see it, it won't be very playable to me. Alright, we are here. To the carriage. To the castle, James. Go to the Albarca Baths. Yes. Heading to the Albarca Bathhouse. You're on the lookout for your old mentor, Dowd, whom you've not seen in 15 years. Rumors speak of a clandestine boxing club that uses black magic and bone charms at the Albarca Baths. Could he be there? Low-ranking members of the cult of the Outsiders, they are easily identified thanks to their distinctive tattoos. The eyeless.
All right. The old Albarca Baths shouldn't be far.
There we are,
It's
wanted.
not quite the old life, but it feels good. I wonder if Dowd has seen these.
Wanted for burglary, smuggling, injurious assault, and other high crimes. Billy Lurk. Assist the Grand Sarkonan Guard in apprehending the recidivist criminal Billy Lurk. Generous reward and positions promised for information leading to the swift arrest or death. Report all suspicious characters to the nearest Grand Guard checkpoint. Do not attempt to apprehend unassisted. Some objects that block your path are breakable. Oh, use your sword to destroy them. Okay. Champion Challenge. Test your mettle in a challenge brawl. Match wits and fists with the merciless black magic brute and other champions of the pit. Prize, bone charm, or a powerful effect. Match your wits. Boxing brawl. Trust Michaels with your treasure. Trustworthy, secure private vault for elite patrons. Michael's Bank is Karnataka's premier valuables depository. Our banks feature the latest safeguards, wired alarms, electrified floors, and alert sentinels. Elite patrons may reserve security boxes within our private vault by arrangement with the director. Reservations are limited. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Shan Yun. Enjoy the most celebrated areas of the Boreal Songbird. in the comfort of your home. The eyeless are watching. Alrighty. So, ooh, what the heck? There's a dead wolfhound here. Why would I want to carry it? Can't do anything with a knife, but this book, Fidelia's Journal. Second Earth. I tried the old incarnations over the teeth and strings like before, but it didn't work. It's always used to work. Is the magic really gone? I heard about a gang from one of my sisters. She said they do things like what we had together. I don't know where else to go. 27th Earth. The eyeless might be content with scratched up bones and rat liquor, but I'm not. I tasted the dark waters of the void with my sisters. I know what it feels like to turn the thing you hate to ash, and to watch bright flowers bloom from the cinders. These people don't know real magic. 7th of Nets. I think I found a way. If I can snatch one of the stray hounds off the street and steal some carved whale bones, I might be able to get back to a glimmer of my power. I know what words to speak over it. I just hope the outsider listens. The 10th of Nets. I used to raise dead hounds from the earth to stalk shadows and tear my enemies to pieces, and now I watch the life run out of this wretched creature. Its heart shuddered and stopped, and I felt nothing, just pity. It's gone. Yes, it's gone because Emily did away with Copper Spoon. Alright, let's break out the sword here. Space bar to climb. And attack. Okay, let's look around here. I have the lighting. Ooh. That's bright and dark at the same time. Oh.
This is dark.
Achievement. Rat Whisperer.
Blood or screaming kin hunts us. His knife is fast.
Somebody hunts you?
We smell them from here. Sour fear. They carry scratched bones, carved wood, blood, and soft feather. No use. Death still finds them. Tried to hit us, tried to burn us out. Swarm, crawled plagues, bite at soft flesh, bite at eye and hand and heart.
Alrighty, micey ratsters. Oh, there's a guard. Is there anything here? Any tools? Okay. Play the tutorial video. Stealth. Press C to toggle stealth mode. Crouch down and moving silently. Well, let's take a look. To remain unnoticed, avoid making noise and lower silence your footsteps. Okay, the mechanics are pretty much the same. I think if I sneak out there,
This shirt reeks. I've got to get a spare uniform.
Forgot the F to carry them off. Okay, I don't have any of the powers that Emily had or Corvo, so I'm literally going to be scrounging around for stuff. So... Nothing so far. Let's check over here, see if there's anything on these racks. More advertisement. Dance calendar. Padilla soda. Free Amazing Nights Preston Club. Oh yeah. Caporet Paperworks. Quick access wheel. Press and hold the mouse wheel to open the click access wheel. Select the weapon, gadget, or power you want in your left hand when release. Then release to equip it. Assign a hotkey to the weapon or a power by selecting that item in the quick access wheel and pressing any shortcut key from 0 through 9. Your S and J health elixir count is displayed in the top left corner. These can also be consumed by pressing R. Okay, mouse wheel. So far, I have the electrical burst, static burst that stuns targets, and the voltaic shot, standard ammunition for the voltaic gun. So I have ammunition, and these are technically darts. And then of course I have my talk to me, rats.
By the selfish in streets, bited eyes and tongues, delicious food. Leave them in gutters for us to eat.
Really?
Slick shiny water from seasonal whales, or deep and heavy, tastes like emptiness, tastes like alone.
Okay. Okay, so there was a way in from here. From outside here, which I did not see. So there's a grinder here. And there's copper wire, which is worth a few gold coins for. I see some guards out there, but I can't see enough. Okay, combat. Press the left mouse button with your sword. Press the right to use your left hand gadget or power. You can press and hold F to sheath your weapon. That's what I've been doing.
Captain says to find out what the eyeless gang's doing inside the Outback.
I know what they're doing. That place reeks of black magic. You see the people who went in there? Go after them and they'll curse your cod with pus blisters. If you're lucky.
Ah, you are superstitious. Don't believe all that hocus pocus crap. A gang's a gang. You should worry more about a knife in the back than some curse.
If you say so. But let's still wait for the reinforcements.
Read the journal. The Grand Guard is aware of illegal activity at the Albarca bathhouse. Guards are waiting for reinforcements to begin an investigation of the premises. One last fight, so I gotta find Dowd. Find clues by reading books or notes or listening to audiographs and conversations revealing alternative ways to finish your mission. Man, a lot of stuff. Lore. Fidelia's journal.
Can I read? Of course I can read. What does he think? I'm stupid? I know all my letters and then some.
Drop down onto an enemy from above to avoid taking damage from a fall. Press the left mouse button just before landing to perform a drop assassin or control to perform a non-lethal takedown that will leave the enemy unconscious. Lieutenant, I've received reports of illegal activities in the old Albarca bathhouse and I suspect the eyeless gang is involved. This could be our chance to finally strike a blow against those degenerate rat-eaters. I want you to scout the area with your squad and gather as much information as you can before then, but don't take any risk. The Dockyard District will send reinforcements for a raid momentarily. Whoa.
I should just work a double shift. He said, oh yeah, this time, I really mean it. Two more months, she says. Then she'll leave him. I can wait.
He doesn't know his buddy's gone. Just kind of a bummer because
What am I? Like a stocking without a leg, that's what. Worse than nothing.
oh man, he disappeared on me. Take a nap, my friend. Take a nap. Well, excuse me. Alright, so we are making our way. Bosses beware. When we're screwed, we multiply. Whatever that means. Anything? Oh, yes. I'll take the pistol. Oh, yes. Northern Campo Seda District. The carriage station, which is where we were, I think, at. And here we are, someplace here. We need to get to the bathhouse. There's a bone charm nearby. Look around closely. Uh-oh. See, I don't have... I don't have the skills like Emily. Or Corvo, so I have to use... I have to literally search. Kill all the whales.
Licking blood from demons' fingers. Taste of terror, of cheers, of treason. She cut off breast to hide in her bellies.
Well, I don't want to open that just yet. Let's check out this area.
I've heard a few things about the Eyeless. Some of it strange. None of it good.
Electrical burst. What is that? Mission orders from Captain Lejano. Findings. Okay, we've read that. Found our map. Okay, bone charms? We didn't pick up a bone charm, did we? No bone charms. So I picked up an ammo, I think. Yes, electrical burst. But I don't want this out right now. Neutral territory. Characters in neutral area won't attack you as long as you are not aggressive towards them. So this is neutral territory. Don't look at me too long, man. The heck? This is where I came up from? Yeah, that's
Full
right.
day's work. Oh, that's a laugh. How would she know what a full day's work looks like?
Ivan Jacoby, Administrator, Divisions of Bridge, Roads, and Cemeteries. Tonight, speaking to the silent, for the silent. Regraving disrespects the deceased and shames the living. We know not the needs of the dead. Learned about Administrator Jacoby's campaign to repeal the reappropriations of abandoned burials and gravesites act as a public gathering in Calibron Plaza upon Upper Syria District, Karnaca. Civilian. Can we talk to them?
Something fishy happening in there. Strange people coming and going at all hours.
He wants the rent on time? Maybe I just won't pay at all. It ruins the neighborhood, that's what it does. A body don't feel safe. Careful!
Dude, you pushed me. Play your way. Detection isn't the end. Even after you are spotted by enemies, various options are available to you. Kill all the enemies in combat, defeat the enemy non-lethally, escape, and stay out of sight until the enemies give up searching for you. Use powers, gadgets, and trickery to creatively overcome the situation. So there are ways to do this.
The juices flowing through your veins.
Oh, that's what they were talking about. Those guys right there. Probably enemy.
I should get one?
No, no, no! Don't waste coin on Duff's whalebone goulash. They don't do squat.
I break my back in the silver mines. Breakable door locked. Let's take a look at the keyhole. There's looks like a charm on that table. But what room is this? Holy cow. Just it's a dead end. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to try something real quick like. And of course I can't see a thing playing dark in my dark office here. Get a little light here. There's F. Do a quick save. So it says breakable door. F to unlock. Can I unlock it? No, I don't have a key. Oh, it's not breakable. It's not a breakable door. So I gotta get a key. Oh, look at that. The wallpapers are even peeling. Okay, let's put this away. I think I'm reaching the limit of my time frame for this episode. Let's back it up. And we're gonna call it right here. And we can dive a little deeper, much deeper in once we get to the next episode. Apologize for a much slower first episode. It was a lot of reading. There was a lore dump at the very beginning. But here we are. We're looking at, I guess, Karnaca. We're heading to a bathhouse. And maybe when we get there, we will take on Dowd or whatever the mission is. And we'll go from there. But that will happen on the next episode. I hope you enjoyed the episodes. A little slow, but I'm pretty sure it will pick up in the subsequent episodes. Again, appreciate you joining me today on this episode. If you like this kind of content, playing it my way or my slow-paced way, make sure you click on subscribe and click on that bell to get notified when I upload new videos. And I hope to see you back here on the SBGameFun channel for the next one. Until then, have a good one.